Hey everybody, it's Nick, and this is your Monday debrief for the 2014 RCYC Open that took place on June 21st and 22nd. I was sailing on the J35 Strider out of Alexandria Yacht Club. So yeah, another weekend, another goofy set of tan lines. At least this weekend it was warm enough we didn't have to wear jackets and foul weather gear and everything. It's finally starting to feel like summer around here. So, I was joined by Paul Casola, faithful owner of the boat. In the back we had Pat, Vic, Duncan, and Kevin. And then up on the bow we had Arlene, Susan, and Paris, our trusty bow team. I really enjoy sailing on this boat. It's a great time. This is a group that sailed together for a really long time. Everything is well oiled, and when they work together they work great together. There's minimal egos on board, and I just get to jump in and point which way to go, and they make my life very, very easy, and it's a lot of fun. So thanks guys. Conditions were light on both days. Wind was from about the east southeast, was flat water. It was very puffy, very patchy. But all in all, I think we had a great regatta. We finished second by 22 seconds. Corrected out on the last race. We were tied with the IMX 38 going into the last race, and they just edged us out. So congratulations to Jim. Great job. So what we tried to focus on all weekend was sailing safe. We only went for the high percentage moves. What move is a very low risk but is going to get us up the course the best? So we kept the boat handling relatively simple. We didn't push it too hard. We didn't wait till the very last second to drop. We didn't try any jibe drops or 2 to 3 jibes at the last second coming into the mark. Nothing too crazy. What this does, we haven't had a lot of practice on this boat. These guys come out, they sail, once or twice a year. They know everything that's going on. It's just a little bit of rust. So we usually ramp up the boat handling as the regatta goes along. So this, the game is, we're trying to keep everything fun. So you keep the mood high, only push things when it's really necessary, so that it's really rewarding when you do push and you do, make a really nice rounding. Keeps everything light and happy. There's a lot less frustration on board. On the race course, pressure was king. Always looking for pressure. It was pretty shifty. We were seeing 10, sometimes 15 degree oscillations up and down, but the shifts were not as important as the pressure in this light air. You could be on the wrong side of a shift and still come out ahead just because of the pressure. We made some big gains at the top of the course sometimes by doing an extra 2 tacks and stepping up into a little bit more and coming across, that other people, they took the easy route and separated out to a side, and we were able to pick up an easy 3 or 4 boat lengths. I also spent a lot of time looking at what the boats in front of us did. We were the third start. I guess we're supposed to be the second, ended up being the third. So checking out to see what the IRC0, IRC1 boats were doing, just to get an idea of what was going on. If you saw a boat that went hard left coming out way ahead, who isn't just the fastest boat in the race course, you had a pretty good idea that coming down the course there's going to be more pressure on the left. On the downwind, we had a lot of right shifts towards the end of it. But for whatever reason, doing the proper move, which is a quick jibe. So normally on a right shift, you'd come around the weather mark, jibe early, head down, and then maybe do a late jibe at the end. Something like this. This is what the, most books, what most playbooks say to do on a right-hand shift. Get inside of it and ride that right shift as long as you can. The problem for us was, I think there's still more pressure out over here. If you came around the course, held for even 2-3 minutes longer, then jibed, took it in, maybe you were even laying, sometimes even overstanding, you did much better a lot of the times than the guys who jibed early. I think this was mostly pressure, mostly being able to sail your own race, getting out of trouble. So we did that a lot and gained a lot every time we did that. The last thing we did was we were on our upwind trim. We were always trimming. I was on the main sheet and Pat was trimming the Genoa. And these light air, flat water days, it gets really hard for the driver to concentrate the whole time. So we're always giving him feedback, whether there's a puff on, whether there's a shift, whether it's a lift, whether what he's seeing is true, if it's dirt, and just trying to give him as much feedback as possible so that he stays focused on exactly what he's doing. Every time there's a puff, we trim on a little bit more. Then every time there's a lull, you need to ease back out and let the boat breathe, power up. This allowed us to hang in some pretty bad lanes a couple times and just hang in there and give ourselves a chance to maybe to get ahead, to have a better tack. And in mixed fleet racing, you don't have to outrun the bear. If you're not the fastest rated boat out there, you just got to be close, and you've done everything you can. So you don't need to take too many crazy risks. But having the boat speed there and always trimming can really help you get up the course quicker. So, anyways, those are my thoughts from the weekend. Let me know if you have anything else you want to share. Like this, share, subscribe so that you get them every week. Again, I'm going to try and do these. I'm not sure if I'm going to have one coming up for the next weekend. I'm not sailing. Maybe I'll do a public service announcement or something. I'll try and come up with something. Anyways, take care, guys. See you later. Bye.